Hello everybody, it's Chris back in the kitchen. Today we're going to talk about choosing a yogurt. Now yogurts are a pretty popular snack. They're portable, they're convenient. They come in all different shapes and sizes nowadays, but you have to be careful. Okay, yogurt can be really healthy. It can be a great source of calcium, good source of healthy bacteria for your system, but certain yogurts can be very heavy in sugar and heavy in other things that we don't necessarily put in our body. So I've got a bunch of different yogurts here. We're going to take a look at these here in a second. But a couple of my very simple rules when it comes to choosing a yogurt. I'm just going to write these up here. The first rule, typically yogurts nowadays are 6-ounce serving sizes. You can see that these are all about 6 ounces. For a 6-ounce serving, you want to make sure that you're going to get at least 15 grams of protein. Remember, protein helps fill you up. It keeps your blood sugar from spiking too quickly. So we want to make sure we're going to get a yogurt that's going to deliver enough protein for it to be a standalone snack. All right, so that's probably my main rule for yogurts. But it's not my only rule. Next rule, you're going to be looking at the ingredient list. This is important. You're going to check the ingredients for two things. Number one, are there sugars added to the yogurt? There's going to be a few grams of sugars naturally in yogurt just from the milk itself, but you don't want a lot of added sugar. When we look at these, you'll see that some of these have a lot of added sugar. The other thing I look for is at least 4 healthy live bacteria cultures. You might think, what the heck is a healthy live bacteria cultures? Well, these are the really funny sounding long names that you probably can't pronounce. So a good example here would be lactoacidophilus. All right, so when you see things like that, those are the live active cultures that are in the yogurt. They're actually healthy for your system. We also call them macrobiotics. So they're going to help your lower GI digest food. All right, so those are some things I look at in a yogurt. So taking a look at these, okay, we'll start just from my right and work our way down. This is one that's pretty popular, the Yoplait 99% fat-free. People get excited because it's fat-free. So this is a 6-ounce container, 170 calories. The first thing I want to know, does it have enough protein? This has 5 grams, so throw it away. But you know what, we're going to keep reading just because this is such a bad idea that I want to show you why it's so bad. Not only does it not have close to enough protein, it's got, in the first 3 ingredients, okay, the first ingredient is milk, next one is sugar, then you've got cherries, so there's more sugar in here than cherries, and then you have high fructose corn syrup. All right, so that's 2 sugars in the first 4 ingredients. So this is a no-go. All right, put that over there. Then we have Dan and Light and Fit. A lot of people like these because the calories are so low. To me, 80 calories for a snack is actually too low. I'm going to be hungry very soon thereafter, but if that's the route you want to go, let's take a look. Should have, for a 6-ounce serving, which is what this is, 15 grams of protein. Once again, only 5 grams. It's not going to fill you up. I would put this one back. Then we move on to the Greek yogurts. Great thing about Greek yogurts, they are higher in protein. So this is a 6-ounce container. This actually has 14 grams of protein, so it's right there at the 15. The problem with this one, if you can see that it's flavored. All right, it's Greek yogurt flavored with strawberries. So if you look at the ingredient list, there is something called evaporated cane juice. That's a very fancy way to say sugar. One of the good things about this, aside from having a decent amount of protein, there are 4 active cultures in here, but the sugar is a little bit high, and now we know it's in the ingredient list. Then you'll see things like this. This is your Faye with the yogurt, and you can mix in the fruit right there, ready to go. This is plain Greek yogurt and basically sugar and fruit mixed together. The protein's about 13 grams, a little bit low, but the sugars are 17. All right, and that all is stuck in this little tiny compartment here. If I read the ingredients to you, it is sugar as the first ingredient, then mangoes. All right, so how can we beat the marketing and the manufacturers? Well, here's what I like to do. And this is actually the cheaper way to go too. You buy your plain yogurt. This is just a 6-ounce serving of plain Greek yogurt. It's the Faye brand, 0%. You can actually get a bigger tub of this at Costco and just get a smaller Tupperware and put a cup in. And then what I like to do is add sugar-free preserves. These basically are fruit. There's a little bit of sweetener in there from Splenda. So it does give you a little bit sweet, but the calories are so low and you're not adding any sugars. So if I open this up, all right, this is 100 calories. And then we open this up. I put 2 tablespoons of this right in here, and I'm going to mix this up. All right, I've just created a 120 calorie snack. The protein's 18 grams. The 4 crazy active yogurt cultures are in there, and I don't have any added sugars. My total sugars is only 7 grams. All right. So what you can do, keep one of these on hand at work. Buy a couple of these single serving plain yogurts, or you can buy a bigger thing in a bigger container of it and put it in your Tupperware, and you have a very convenient, healthy yogurt snack with enough protein and not all the sugars to go with it.